What's up, y'all? I'm N.R.T. I'm a music producer and composer. My goal for this year is to be more consistent with YouTube, post more videos, provide more value to y'all, and ultimately create a community that feels safe for all those who enter it. I need to kick things off with doing a little intro. I put up a question box on Instagram and I picked 6 questions for you all to ask. So the first question I asked is, where am I from? I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, best city in the world, but I'm biased. What can I say? I think if you have the opportunity to come visit Atlanta, definitely do. I think you're gonna get a good vibe, but again, I'm biased. Third question, who is my favorite athlete? A'ja Wilson. Undisputed. A'ja Wilson is my GOAT. I love watching A'ja Wilson on the court. I mean, she's got 4 MVPs, 3 rings, 3 Defensive Player of the Years, 2 Finals MVPs, Olympic gold medals, plural, all before 30. I mean, the things she does on the court is outstanding, but what I really admire is what she does off the court. The way she gives back to the community and constantly shows up for things that she cares about is what really inspires me about her. So, A'ja Wilson, my GOAT, my favorite athlete. What instruments do I play is the 4th question. I play the double bass and I play the cello. I started the double bass when I was in 5th grade. And after my teacher kind of sparked something in me when I was playing the violin, I picked up the bass and the rest was history. I love the bass because you're able to feel it on your, like, you're just able to feel it. And I think that I feel music more than I hear it or see it. So having an instrument that you're actually able to feel the vibrations was a phenomenal experience. But I wanted to challenge myself. So I picked up the cello recently. And I even released a project called the Cello Christmas this past holiday season. If you want to stream it, by all means, I'll have the link down in my bio. I know it's not holiday time, but if you want to stream it, I'm not going to stop you. The 5th question is, what is my favorite project? I think my favorite project that I worked on so far has been working on the If You Got It film. If You Got It was directed by Ivy, and she's a phenomenal director, like a wonderful mind. The way she thinks about things, like, she is outstanding. So it was a great opportunity to be able to work on the score. Being able to do a score my first year as a producer and composer was a blessing. So I'm so incredibly grateful for that opportunity, and it definitely helped push me to be a better producer and composer. My 6th and final question that I chose was what got me into producing, which sparked the idea to start this video. What got me into producing? I've always loved music. Like I said, I play the double bass and I play the cello. I always have headphones in. My younger sister always said, you always have a pair of headphones in, no matter what we're doing, what we're going. I just love the way music makes me feel. And like I said, I feel music. So I really wanted to just explore it more and just see what more could come out of it. And my best friend, Ivy Wave, who's a phenomenal artist, make sure you stream her. She's on all platforms. Kind of pushed me to produce. Just threw the idea out there and I kind of went after it. I downloaded FL Studio in December 2024 and the rest has been history. So that leads me to how to get started as a producer. So I've only been a producer for 1 year, and the steps that I took were three main steps really to get started. And you can get started too if you want to get started producing today. Pick a digital audio workstation or a DAW. That'd be step 1. I chose FL Studio just because some of my favorite producers use it, like Southside, for example, uses FL Studio. So I just kind of went with it from there. But there are plenty of DAWs. There's Ableton, Logic, Cubase. There are a lot of different options out there. So pick one DAW and just learn as much as you can about it. And remember that once you choose that one DAW, you're not tied to it. You can change DAWs or use multiple DAWs for one project. But I would say when you're first getting started, just pick one and just kind of get comfortable in that one before stepping into another one. Kind of master that one before taking that next leap. I think that'll kind of save you a little bit of stress or a little bit of frustration as you're first getting started with producing. Second, I would invest in a good pair of headphones. I like producing in headphones to start off with. I later mix rather with my speakers, but I like headphones just because the convenience of them. I would not recommend going to a coffee shop and blaring your beat at 8 a.m. in the morning. I mean, it just makes it convenient using headphones. You can just produce anywhere. You can produce the park. You produce when you're on the plane, on the bus. You can always just use those headphones. And another thing that I like about the headphones too is just you're able to use them for producing, but sometimes use your producing headphones to listen to your favorite artists. Like if I'm listening to Rihanna through my headphones, I like to kind of pick up on like what's the bass line doing, what is the melody doing, what's the counter melody doing, is there harmony in here? So you can kind of piece those things apart and hear how they sound from your favorite artist, and kind of be able to emulate that as you're building your sound when you're first getting started and as you continue in your career as a producer. The third thing would be hardware, particularly a laptop. I would say using a laptop just like headphones, so you can use it while you're on the go. You can always just pick it up, or you could just take that. I mean, you could take your laptop anywhere, which I think is really important. And the type of laptop you get is completely up to you, whether it's a Windows or Mac. It's your preference. Everybody uses different ones. I know a lot of producers that I know have gaming computers just because of the speed of them. It helps to process things, so you're able to get that idea out, quick, rather than having your computer low, buffer, and then sometimes the idea is gone or it doesn't come out the way you would want it to because the speed kind of just makes you a little bit frustrated. So if I were to get started today, those would be 3 things that I would get off rip. Pick your DAW. Like I said, I chose FL Studio. Pick your DAW, pick your headphones, pick your hardware. And then over time, like it's a journey. So over time, you'll get more things. So now I have MK3 Akai MIDI keyboard with drum pads on it. I have Yamaha HS5 speakers. I have a cello that I use. I mean, over time, you just gradually continue to increase your gear. As long as you have the thought in your head, you can make it happen. So don't get too tied into what gear you have versus what gear you don't have. But to get started, I would just do FL Studio, headphones, nice solid laptop, and just build from there. If I were to start over today, what tips I would recommend? I would say learn every day. I think that's the key in life, but in producing as well. Whether you're on day 1 of producing or year 50 of producing, learning something new every day just keeps things fresh, keeps the mind going, and it just keeps you from being stagnant. There's always something to learn. The beautiful thing that I think about music is there's no finality to it. There's always something new that you can try. Whether it's a new chord progression, a new VST, a new analog, I mean, there's always something that you can try. The second thing I'd say, another tip would be put yourself out there. I know it can be very nerve-wracking putting yourself out there, feeling like, oh, everyone's looking at me, or people are thinking this or thinking that. It's important to put yourself out there because you don't know what can come from it. And you can also get feedback as well. When I go to the studio, I play a beat. Do you like this? Do you like the way the drums are played? What can I do with the melody? Is the melody too loud? Just put yourself out there. You're going to get that feedback and you're going to gain that confidence over time, which is really important. So putting yourself out there would be the second tip that I do if you start producing when you're starting out. And third, I know it's cliche, but network. Network. In any field that you're in, networking is so important. You never know what can come from one conversation. Your life can change by just saying hello to the right person. You just truly never know. Networking has been pivotal in my career. I did my first beat battle May of 2025 at Dream Sound Studio here in Atlanta. They just relocated and renovated down the south side. Phenomenal studio. I met some amazing people just from being in that studio. The ownership's fantastic. Will and Ether have been great mentors to me. So definitely check out Dream Sound Studio. Just a little slight plug. I did my first beat battle with them. I always had the beat battle. I met other producers and other artists, and I was able to get my first placement just from being at the beat battle. I was able to connect with AGM Spook, and we recorded. We have plenty of sessions and recorded plenty of songs together. We have on Apple Music songs that are out now. So I definitely recommend networking because, like I said, your life can change just from a conversation. So don't take that for granted, and network. Whether you're watching this trying to be an upcoming producer or you're trying to become an up-and-coming doctor, you never know what could happen from having that right conversation. So networking is key. Networking, putting yourself out there, learn every day. 3 tips that I would have for y'all, for anyone that wants to get started at producing. And I'm always open to answer more questions. If you have anything, I'll do whatever I can to get you the right answer if I don't have it. But I definitely want to be a resource for y'all. That's why I wanted to be more consistent with this channel, and I intend to, and I will be more consistent with this channel. Would love to get some feedback from y'all too on what type of videos you all want to see. Whether it's beat breakdowns, melody breakdowns. I'm a sample maker, so I make a lot of melodies all the time and send them out to other producers so we can work on them together. So if there's any questions, any type of content you'd like to see, drop it down in the comments. I'll get back to you. I do my very best to respond to everybody on all platforms. I'm at, you can find me at N.R.T on all platforms. And yeah, really looking forward to growing this channel and growing the community, like I said, for everyone to feel safe for those who enter. So really appreciate you for watching this video and looking forward to making some more.